With their quick and professional skills, they cleaned this place out in no time. Blue Mom even swiped a drunk gas phone, and Little Joe kidnapped her out of the... They jogged back to the car, and Blue Mom couldn't stop praising Little Joe's moves, finding them truly remarkable. Truly a man of the Beast family, this wild style reminded her of her younger days. This grandson really tickled her fancy, and she secretly to groom Little Joe as the next heir of the Beast family. The annual mob convention arrived. Blue Mom brought Little Joe to see the sights. Before getting out of the car, she warned her grandson, and sure enough, while Blue Mom was chatting with an old mobster, Little Joe wanted to snag a can of magic juice but saw these big shot mobsters and realized she wasn't quite the heavyweight yet, so she grabbed a pastry and sat in. Just then, a bald guy walked up to her. Saying he had access to the magic juice told her he was no amateur. The bald guy asked about Blue Mom. Initially, Little Joe ignored it, but his persistent probing into the Beast family's private life made her curious about his identity. Little did she know, this was her unseen uncle, Blue Mom, oblivious as the convention ended. Blue Mom was over there waiting for her own face literally, but she had no idea what was going on as the event ended. Afterward, she took Little Joe to see her properties, secrets even her uncles didn't know about. This was just one of many. Blue Mom laid out her business strategy. In the mob, doing dirty work isn't enough. A fool with a gun can rise to. To lead, you need an extraordinary mind. Just manage cash well. If you can clean it up squeaky clean, then you'll be the one laughing in the end. It's to these words that Blue Mom would go all in to help her grandkid rise. To help Little Joe grow up fast, she splurged on hiring a special forces coach for training. One day, Blue Mom was walking down the street when a van suddenly screeched a halt. Hoofballs jumped out, grabbed Blue Mom, shoved her in. She didn't flinch, boss vibes full display. Shortly after, they arrived at a remote suburb and spotted the guy from the mob convention. Chatting with Little Joe was her son unseen for 20 years. Her father betrayed the Beast family, ransacking all assets. He left with his son, the bold one here, nearly ending the family line. Later, they found their hiding place. Blue Mom had her dad taken care of, leading to today's trouble. The bold guy wants 300,000 ready for tomorrow. Otherwise, he'd give police the murder evidence, ensuring her punishment. With no choice, Blue Mom had to dilute her name. After coming back, Blue Mom took the cash and found her most trusted henchman to go along with her in case the bold guy pulled off. Little did she know her henchman had set his sights on that 300,000. Blue Mom never saw this betrayal coming. Dared to betray her. He's Lee's father among many sons. Never gave him a title all these years. He treated him like a thing. Today, that resentment boiled over, and he tied up Blue Mom, planning to take the 300,000 and vanish. And Blue Mom gazed at him as though he were a dead person, watching him leave the room. Blue Mom missed her deal with the bald guy. Furious, she decided to remind her at the mansion. Little Joe was tutoring her ex-girlfriend when suddenly she heard banging on the door. Seeing armed thugs appearing out of nowhere, she was ready to grab a gun to fight, but they caught her. The bald guy asked for Blue Mom. Little Joe said she didn't know. He gave her one last chance. Two goofballs held her right underwater and unable to hold it any longer. Little Joe revealed Blue Mom's hiding spot, but found only 20,000, far from the 300,000 needed. The bald guy, seeing his stubbornness, had his men take his girlfriend for a biology lesson. They still got no answers. He really didn't know. Right after, they pushed Little Joe into the pool, and she had no idea. This was tonight's plan, costing her dearly. Soon after they left, Heir was called to bring Blue Mom back. Turns out he had no one to turn to during the day except Heir for help. Now, as they returned home, it was a total wreck. The inside was a mess. Blue Mom saw her nearly knocked out grandson, furious. He was the future heir, after all. He nearly bit the dust. As a mob boss, Blue Mom wasn't about to let her own son threaten her regardless of who he was. Old dogs still have tricks. Before the meeting, Blue Mom bribed the bald guy's henchman, promising him if he took out the bald guy, the 300,000 would be all his. Talk about being ruthless and cunning. Meanwhile, cut off by Blue Mom, the uncles are at church. It raised big donations yearly. Dylan and Lee disguised as repairmen. Fans snuck into the church. Old 8 distracted security while they successfully got the detailed blueprints. Now everything was ready, they waited the perfect moment. The donation event day had arrived. Little Joe slipped a tracker into an envelope and snuck it into the pocket of the old guy with white hair who put in donations. He meant to hide donations in his safe, but today had bid farewell to his horse sister. Old 8 and another were dismantling the vents, where the Pope watched outside. As they entered, he restored the vents, and they followed the tracker. They reached the target location and waited for the right moment. Meanwhile, Dylan staged a traffic accident near the grab guard's attention. Seeing Josh and flee, they rushed out to call for help. Inside, the duo got the signal to jump. They masked the cameras, took off their hoods, and sprang into action, donning their protective gear and soundproofing the entire room. Then they smashed the concrete on the safe. One whipped out a phone to test the drill's decibel. This way, the guards wouldn't notice anything amiss immediately. Dylan swapped vehicles and approached the church. Police also arrived. Guards found a malfunctioning camera in the monitoring room, sending the ball to cleanup to check.